With markets very overbought here, this is a place, as we've talked about before, this is the point, as we've been talking about, start taking profits. If you haven't lifted profits yet out of your portfolio, rebalanced your risk. Remember, we talked about neighborhoods and addresses. Markets may not get there, but you're in the neighborhood right now of where you want to be. So now, here's what you need to know before the bell this morning. Markets sold off yesterday morning. So we came out of the gates, markets sold off, but about mid-morning, buyers came back into the markets, and we saw the markets kind of rally all the way back to break even yesterday. And again, where we are right now is just really stuck. We've got this previous set of bottoms, and now we're kind of pushing up against that previous set of bottoms that we had. This was before the tariff announcement. Markets were kind of in line here, expecting 10% tariffs. That was going to be okay. Wasn't expecting the tariff announcement that occurred. Well, we've now regained all of that, and we're back to now retesting these lows. So that overhead resistance is certainly going to be the first tough kind of battle for the markets. Markets wrestled with it yesterday, held on to it, but again, we haven't broken above that just yet. We're still on buy signals across the board, but we are getting overbought here on a real short-term basis. So again, this was in last weekend's newsletter as well. When you take a look across markets and sectors, everything is now rallied back. We're seeing breadth improve, which is good from very, very low levels. That type of improvement in overall market breadth. And again, we're talking in today's daily market commentary, we talk about the Zweig breadth thrust, and that there's been this burst of breadth within the market that typically marks market lows. Now, it doesn't mean that the final low of the market is in, and it doesn't mean that the markets just go ripping off to a brand new high, but it suggests that most likely we've seen the lows of the markets here near term, and we've seen buyers coming back into the markets here, but it does not mean that we're out of the woods just yet. And with markets very overbought here, this is a place, as we've talked about before, and I've been getting a lot of emails from people like, oh, this market's been really rough on me, etc. This is the point, as we've been talking about, start taking profits. If you haven't lifted profits yet out of your portfolio, rebalanced your risk. Remember, we talked about neighborhoods and addresses. And again, we get to this, you look at this 50-day moving average and I go, well, as soon as I get to the 50-day, that's where I'll sell. Or I'll get to the 200-day moving average. That's where I'll sell. Okay, that's fine, but that's an address. And again, markets may not get there, but you're in the neighborhood right now of where you want to be. So please start looking at your portfolio saying, where is it that I took too much risk? Rebalance that risk in your portfolio, reallocate your portfolio as needed, raise some cash, add some defensive positions if needed, but lower that overall beta volatility of the markets to the market, because again, with us being on a buy signal here, there's a very good probability that we're going to retest probably 5,200 at least on the markets before this is all said and done. And we may spend several months here through the summer just kind of bouncing up and down. And it's going to be very trying mentally. It's going to be challenging for portfolios. Again, this is why over the last, on Friday, we increased our short position in the markets. We may do that a little bit more here if we get a little bit more of a rally today, tomorrow, whenever. But we're going to continue to be defensive here for the next couple of months until the markets start to give us a better sign that we're out of this process. And again, when you take a look at things like the Zweig breadth thrust, that typically portends to much higher market returns in 12 months, but not over the course of the next 3 to 4 to 5 months. It could still be very, very choppy in here. So again, we'll get through this, but you've got to survive this battle here near term. So take this opportunity, use this market here, start managing that risk component of your portfolio, and you'll be fine. That's what you need to know before the bell this morning.